How do you know if you're a good citizen? Well, I'll tell you, you don't just fulfill your obligations, you also fulfill your responsibilities. That's what a good citizen does.
Joseph the Argonaut, Joseph the Argonaut, he's my friend, he teaches civics. Joseph the Argonaut, Joseph the Argonaut, he's my friend, he teaches civics.
Hi, welcome to Joseph the Argonaut. I am your host, Joseph the Argonaut, and I'm here to teach you about responsibilities. Now, responsibilities are things that you should do to benefit the common good of society, to help out people in your community. Those are responsibilities. Okay, so those are things like volunteering for your community, to pick up trash, or to work to help people who need food, like some people work in soup kitchens and things like that. Okay, so that's volunteering. Voting in elections is another responsibility that people should do. Okay, attending civic meetings. You go to your city council meeting and you can actually speak up when you have a concern about what's going on in your local government. You can petition the government, ask them to do things to help you. Or you could even, if you don't think things are going well, you could even run for office. These are all responsibilities. They're things that you should do to help the common good. Do you have to do these things? Will you get in trouble if you don't? Are you going to get fined or go to jail if you don't volunteer to pick up trash? No, of course not. But they help all of us when we do them. Just like our obligations help society, so do our responsibilities. It's just nobody's making us do them. We do them out of the goodness of our hearts because it's the right thing to do. Okay, so I have a song and a dance to teach you about responsibilities. So the first move I'm going to teach you is volunteering. So for volunteering, we're going to just make a V. And it goes volunteering. That's the first move. Volunteering. Okay, volunteering. Okay, so now we're going to add to that. So our next move is voting. Okay, voting. So we're like putting the vote in the ballot box. So it's voting, voting. Okay, so it goes like this. Volunteering, voting, volunteering, voting. Okay, volunteering, voting. Okay. The next thing you can do is you can attend those civics meetings that I talked about that you have in your city council, county commissioner meetings, and you go in there and you can speak and say things for the good of the community. If you have a request or a comment to make, you are allowed to do that. You are allowed to participate in these. So I'm just going to make the dance move of like raising your hand like, hey, I want to speak. I have something to say. It's not like you go into Congress on the floor of Congress and you can just speak because you're not a representative. So why would you be able to do that? But in your local city council meeting or county commission meeting, you can. So this is the dance move. Attending civic meetings. Attending civic meetings. We just wave. Attending civic meetings. Okay, so this is how it goes. Volunteering, voting, and attending civic meetings. Okay, it's like that. Volunteering, voting, and attending civic meetings. Volunteering, voting, and attending civic meetings. Okay? The next move is to petition the government. See, it's like, hey, will you sign my petition? Because I'm going to give that petition to the government and ask them to fix something that I think needs to be fixed. Okay? Here's our petition. Here's what we're asking them to fix. Petitioning the government is asking the government to fix something. Like when you think about our founders, the colonists, before they became the United States of America, they petitioned the king to change things. They wrote him a letter and they asked him to fix their grievances. Well, we can petition the government to fix things, okay? We can sign petitions, or even if it's just our words, just by asking the government to fix something, we are petitioning them to fix things. And we have that right in the First Amendment, okay? So petitioning the government, petitioning the government. See, we're giving the petition. So that's that dance move. So let's go for it. Volunteering, voting, and attending civic meetings and petitioning the government. Okay, let's try it again. Volunteering, voting, and attending civic meetings and petitioning the government. Volunteering, voting, and attending civic meetings and petitioning the government. And the last thing, if all the things you've tried to do to fix things have not worked, well, you can just run for office yourself. Run for office. You can run for office yourself. Run for office. That's just running, a little running motion. If I can't ask the government to fix it and they won't fix it, well, then I could just run for office myself. That's another thing I could do. I could also vote them out of office, but we've already talked about that. Okay? So run for office. Okay, so we have volunteering, voting, and attending civic meetings and petitioning the government and run for office. Volunteering, voting, and attending civic meetings and petitioning the government and run for office. Try it again. Volunteering, voting, and attending civic meetings and petitioning the government and run for office. Okay? Now the next part is the chorus. And it goes like this. So to do this, the dance move you're going to do is you're just going to hold your fist in the air and you're just going to shake your head and you're just going to sway back and forth. Okay? Just shake your head and sway back and forth. So you're going to say, rock your responsibilities to help the common good. Responsibilities, do all the things you should for society, the community. Okay. Rock your responsibilities, do all the things you should. Responsibilities to help the common good of society, the community. Okay? So let's put all that together. So we volunteer, we vote, we attend civic meetings, we petition the government, we run for office. All of those are examples of responsibilities. And we rock those responsibilities. We do all the things that we should do to help the common good for society, our community. Okay? So let's try and put it all together. Volunteering, voting, and attending civic meetings and petitioning the government and run for office. Volunteering, voting, and attending civic meetings and petitioning the government and run for office. Rock your responsibilities. Do all the things you should. Responsibilities to help the common good of society, the community. Okay, I think you're ready for the main dance. You've been practicing. I think you're ready. I think you're going to do a great job. Let's do it. Volunteering, voting, and attending civic meetings and petitioning the government and run for office. Volunteering, voting, and attending civic meetings and petitioning the government and run for office. Rock your responsibilities. Do all the things you should. Responsibilities to help the common good of society, the community. Joseph the Argonaut. Joseph the Argonaut. He is my friend. He teaches civics.